I mean, John, do you want to hear about sextants, or do you want to sit down and just make yourself look foolish?
Shut the fuck up! Don't you fucking speak to me ever again, you piece of shit! Get the fuck out of here!
I have enough confidence in the things that I know.
Sore rat, piece of
I have
fucking
enough
shit.
wisdom to see the logic will be shown. I got one chance to show you what I got. I got one chance to show I'm confident or not.
How dare you even talk to me?
Self-evident reason,
Call QE, Owen, a wanker all you like, yeah?
actions and conclusions, and the fools are running away. It's not what you say, it's only what you can prove. You better watch your step, you better mind your P's and Q's. You got one chance, show me what you got. You got one chance, show you confident or not.
Call QE, Owen, a wanker all you like, yeah?
Don't get caught in the matrix of all of these fakers. Society spinning, and I'm just here living on the ground.
I mean, John, do
don't
you want to
even
hear
know
about
what the
sextants, or
fucking
do you want to
day
sit down and just make
Shut
yourself
the
look
fuck
foolish?
up! Don't you fucking speak to me ever again, you piece of shit! Get the fuck out of here!
Self-evident reason, deductions and conclusions, logically thinking, and the fools are running
How
away.
dare you even talk to me? How dare you even talk to me? How dare you even talk to me?
You're flipping over backwards to show me where you think you are. Your model dictates that you never see too far. Shrinking in the distance, you can do fuck all with an angle, and the fools are running away.
That a sextant works on the ball
ahead.
and not on the flat earth.
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
That's
Pizza's
all right,
not here
QE,
yet.
with you?
Yes, pizza's not here yet.
All right. Well, you can eat and listen at the same time, too, if you'd like.
I ain't gonna listen to you, Bob. I
Well,
want to save
okay.
IQ points. I want to save my 220. So you could just go ahead.
You're 220?
Are you recording this, QE? Because if so, I don't have the screen grab it.
I've got it, and it's going to run
Screen grab it.
uninterrupted. I'll be more than happy
the
to go ahead and
fuck
provide
up.
copies to anybody. All right, so what's the angle that we actually measure with a sextant? Does anybody know?
Look. Let's not pretend we're in class, Bob. Let's just you give us your explanation how a sextant works on a sphere. I think that's
All right.
probably the most succinct way of dealing with this. We there's no point in having kind of daft questions, is there? You just go ahead and explain it to us. And I think if we've got a point we have an issue with or need clarifying, if you don't mind, we can interject.
Not a problem.
You
Let me
okay
turn
with
this
that?
one off because there's a bit of a glare. Can you guys still see that okay?
Yeah.
All right, here's
got-
what we have.
Yeah.
Here's our location right here. And there is this is the line from the center of the earth to directly over our head. This is 90 degrees. Now, this is the tangent line
Bob, just
right here.
That looks, Bob, can you hear me?
Yes.
That looks totally off 90 degrees as like a starting example of what we're going to talk about. It looks like it's about 15 degrees.
Okay, well, good for you. All right.
Is it the screen?
So
or
here's the vertex.
Bob,
40 degrees.
Bob, I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking. So we can imagine here what's going off on your screen. That's not like 12 o'clock, mate. It doesn't look it. So I'm just saying, are we disaligned?
Okay, well, that's
We've got
fine.
an
Go
issue.
ahead and I'll tell you what, hold your questions until I'm done with the basic presentation, and
I
then
know
you can
the
knock yourself
basic. That
out.
was the basic point. You've started with 90 degrees, and we're at 1 o'clock, mate. Not at 12 o'clock.
You can start anywhere you want.
Ah,
All right,
okay,
so here's a
okay.
line from
So
the center of the earth.
No, well, so you twisted it on purpose.
The nitpicking is
could I
not
just
let
ask
me
a-
get to his whole
just-
argument. That
yeah,
would be
could I
so
just ask
well.
you-
I'm recording this, guys. I don't have
Yeah,
infinite amounts
lovely,
of time on my
lovely.
phone.
Just for clarity, so that we don't mess people's perceptions up, etc. Could we start 90 degrees at 12 o'clock? Could you just
No.
rub those
We're going to
lines
start
out?
like this.
Yeah, because I think
No, we're
clarity
starting
would-
like this.
I think clarity
All
would
right.
help everyone, Bob.
So this is
So
our
unless you're trying
location
to
right here.
Not give clarity to everybody. You're trying to kind
Why,
of
why is this
hide
important?
something.
And this
Be a little bit snide.
is
Yeah.
what we call our zenith, which
Okay,
is
carry on being
directly
snide,
over our
Bob.
head at
We'll
90
you back.
degrees to our location.
At point one, when talking to your audience, you've had a
Adam,
request from your audience
why?
to not be snide,
Why?
and you've denied it.
Why?
Move the little man. Move him. Make
Why?
him square.
Are you
He
done?
already
because
put
it's
the
a great
zenith
point
over
to
the
start on.
person. Why do
Square.
we care? I just want to get it on.
Are
like,
you done?
oh,
Because
whatever.
10 degrees off square is not a great way of visualizing if you're going to do a visualization of things. That's my point.
Well, you're not going to
Eli.
let him make all the mistakes he's going to make. You're going to just
No,
stop
I'm just
him
giving him
at
the
every.
chance. I'm just
Well, he
giving him the
already. I don't
chance.
want a chance. I want to see him fuck
Okay.
this up from start to finish. Let him do it.
Okay. Okay, bro. I'll let him do that.
So hard, isn't it? To let
Now, are you done? Are you done?
Are you asking me, Bob?
Yes, I'm asking you, are you done?
No, I'd like you to just realign it. But are you going to do that?
I'm not going to.
No, then I will
No.
accept. We're starting off
Very good.
with a retarded
All right, so
representation. Carry on.
this point right here is at what we call our zenith. And it is directly over our head at 90 degrees. Now, we cannot measure directly from the ground because literally, we'd have to literally have the telescope of the sextant right on the ground. So we're going to measure it from some point above the ground, say here. Let's make that the deck of a ship. Now, we're going to look from this location to a star, which is here. Now, the light from the stars comes in parallel due to the distances involved. So that's the angle that the light from the star is going to come in parallel to. And we are going to measure an angle with our sextant from our visible horizon to that star. And that's this angle right here, and that's called HS. That is the angle of the sextant. All right, everybody with me so far?
No, I've got a problem. HS is the angle.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, HS is the angle of the sextant.
Correct. That's
Can
the
you
angle you
can you
measure
just-
with a sextant.
You see your little man on the diagram. Can you just draw his sextant on there and show how the angles match? And that will help. Yeah.
Better? You happy now?
Well, look. Lovely. That's perfect. Thank you.
Can you see the little man right
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
We good?
Yeah, that's what I was asking for. Just to exemplify why.
Not a problem.
So we've got a raise in height, not a change in angle.
Correct. Just a raise in height. Now, the angle that we actually measure is one up to the star, which will be here, and one down to our visible horizon. Now, in order to get an actual angle to that star, we need to know this angle right here. That angle. That's called the altitude of the star. That's the one that we need first. And in order to do that, we make a few corrections. And what we do is once we've made the corrections, and those include instrument error, that's the dip, that is refraction,
What sort of refraction do we?
and
account for here, Bob?
semi-diameter.
Is that standard refraction, or do we also account for 7/6R refraction?
It comes from a chart in the Naval Almanac,
No. Which two?
and that is the standard refraction.
Just standard
Yes.
refraction. So we don't account for 7/6R here, no?
No, it's standard refraction based
standard refraction.
based on the observed angle.
Just standard refraction.
Yes,
No.
and it's based on
so
the angle.
No 7/6R adjustment. Is
No
applied.
7/6R.
Thank you.
The radius of the Earth has nothing to do with anything to do with the sextant.
Cool.
All right. That's one error that I
I
keep hearing
totally
from you
agree
guys.
with
You
that
keep talking
statement.
about R.
Totally.
There's no R in celestial navigation.
I'd agree.
Yeah,
The
we
radius
know.
of the Earth
We
has no
know.
place in it.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah. And nobody's ever claimed that there was an R in celestial navigation.
Just Bob, just before we carry on, and you can go next, mate. Just for my understanding. So we've got, I can't read the first one; it's too small. I've got dip. What's the one above it, Bob?
This is instrument error,
Yeah.
or it's actually called index error is the name of it, but it's an instrument error that comes from the instrument itself.
Shaky hand syndrome. That's fine. Yeah.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with shaky hand
So
syndrome.
no operator error in there then.
No, that's part of writing a sextant.
Operators don't make errors.
All right, so the way a
Carry
sextant
on.
works.
Bob. I'm enjoying this.
What?
Slow down. Slow down. You're providing.
Well, you asked about index error, and I'm telling you what it is. Now, here is a
I
sextant.
didn't ask about index error. I asked what instrumental error said above.
It's
dip.
called index error.
No, that's not what
It's
you
from
wrote.
the instrument.
You wrote instrumental error. So
I said I wrote instrument error, and
Bob,
it's called index
Bob,
error. It
please.
comes from the instrument
Steve,
itself.
stop trying to cover up for something you've not even done a faux pas on. It's cool. I only asked what was above.
No,
dip.
I'm telling you what instrument error is if you would
Stop
like to
telling me
know.
what you
Would you
think I
like
need
to
to
know what
know.
an index error is?
Right. So above dip.
Would you like to know what index error is?
No, not in the slightest. Never asked for it. What I'd like to know is what I asked for and you've given me, and then I can carry on from that, which was what was above dip, because I couldn't read your handwriting. Yeah. It says
We'll
instrumental.
just
It says
here. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if
Oh,
we can make it easier
slow
for you.
down. It says instrumental error. Cool.
I said instrument error. It's actually called index
Are
error.
you changing
but
that?
it's instrument
So-
error from
hold
the
up, hold
instrument
up.
itself.
So you are prepared to rub that out. So a non-90 degrees in the diagram, you're not going to change, but you're now going to change a word and meaning. So
Because you couldn't read it.
right.
Can you read that?
I can read that because it's a completely different
Great.
word written bigger, Bob.
All right.
Just to let you
So
guys
we have
know,
dip, we
I'm
have
not
refraction, and we
I'm
have
not
semi-diameter.
because I can't do
Bob,
this.
Maybe you'd like to describe the difference between index and instrumental, because you feel it's different. You felt
I didn't write instrumental, I wrote instrument,
instrument error. Okay,
and they're interchangeable.
instrument.
They're
and
interchangeable, and it's not something I want to
agree.
continue on
Instrument,
talking about
I
because
agree.
it's a waste of
I
time.
agree. Instrument and instrumental are. Index and instrumental aren't, though, are they? So the point I was going
Yes,
to
they
ask
are.
you was, would you like to explain why you've changed that and what the inference of the change of the word that you've just put on the board means, please? Thank you.
None.
None. So
There's none.
index, instrumental, and instrument are all the
Instrument.
same word now, yeah?
Instrument.
It doesn't say that. It says
The
index.
index error is
It
instrument
says
error.
index. IND.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not going to continue on that because it's kind of a
because
waste
you-
of time.
Proving yourself to be talking nonsense.
Now,
You just changed the word and
Next,
said it's not the same. But carry on.
we're going to go
Yeah,
ahead
carry on, you
and talk
do that.
about how we actually get the reading of this angle. So here is the horizon that we see through the telescope and through the horizon mirror. Okay? Now, what we do is we change the angle. We start off at the sun. Say we're shooting the sun. We start off at the sun, and then we move the arm. We move this arm forward to follow the sun down to the horizon. And what we end up with is the sun sitting on the horizon like so. Everybody see that okay?
When it's on the horizon, is that its actual position, or is that its position plus refraction? So it's non-actual position.
It's when we see it on the horizon as I've drawn right
Yeah,
here.
but when it's on the horizon,
Okay.
is that where it actually is? Or if we were to take the atmosphere away, we would have no refraction. Is that where it would be?
Now, do you guys want to learn about this, or you
that's
just
what
want
I'm
to keep
trying to
interrupting
learn.
with
You're trying
inane
to tell me
questions?
this is where this thing is, and I'm
Okay,
saying
well
to
then
you,
stop
your
asking questions
science
and
says
listen to what I'm
if I
saying.
take
Oh,
the atmosphere
he's
away,
Now,
that's not
requiring
where
the
it is.
technical detail
Right here,
explanation, Bob.
what we
Oh,
do
come
is
on, dude.
we adjust the
Stop being such a
sextant.
denier. Why are you
All
denying
right, I'm
science?
just going to go ahead and mute you because I
denying
can't
science.
continue my discussion if you're going to
You're just
continue
denying
interrupting.
science. Reasonable questions that are on even on Wikipedia, and you're just denying.
Would you
the
mind
report.
doing this in like one sync video? Because I mean, Adam doesn't want me to have
All
the
right.
screen grab at all.
All right. Well, no, I've got this recorded, and I'll be happy to send me a DM, and I'll send you a link to the full uninterrupted recording so you can see it. Now, I've gone ahead and turned him down because I can't have all these interruptions and make any presentation. So what I've done is I've moved what we call the lower limb of the sun so that it just touches the horizon. And you actually rock the sextant back and forth a couple of times to make sure that that's absolutely at the bottom of the arc. Then you read off the angle directly from the sextant, and it's accurate to 0.2 minutes of angle. A minute of angle is 1/60th of a degree. So that gives you your HS reading. Now you have a couple of corrections that you have to make from there. First is your dip angle, which is this angle right here. This is dip.
Muted. Shocking.
Next, you also have to correct for refraction, because as you know, the atmosphere causes refraction and bends the light, and the star will appear here when it's actually down here. So that's where we put the refraction correction in. And the last correction that needs to be made is right here with the sun. We are measuring to what's called the lower limb of the sun, which is the bottom of the sun. Now, the sun itself is about 31 minutes wide. So you go to the Naval Almanac and you find out for this month, based on how far we are out in our orbit from the sun, the relative size of the sun. And what we do is we find this semi-diameter right here, and we add that to our reading, and that gives us a reading directly to the center of the sun. So that's our dip angle, or that's our semi-diameter right there. And the end result is that we take a reading from our horizontal to the center of the sun. Now, there's been a lot of hay made. There's been an awful lot of hay made about 90-degree angles at the geographic position and triangles, and somehow there's a claim that there's flatness between the location of your sextant and the location of the GP. That's simply not the case. What you're doing, here's the GP of that star right here. And again, I've got this drawn so it's between us and the horizon, but it could be way down here too. The only reason that there's a right angle here is to demonstrate that that star is at 90 degrees to that point on Earth. Now, the angle that we measure is from the horizontal at our location to the star, and that's this angle right here. So now that we have this angle, when you're dealing with the sun, you have to subtract that from 90 degrees to get what's called the zenith angle. The zenith angle is your latitude. It's actually, it's the difference, it's this angle right here. All right? Now, the sun may not be at the equator. This angle right here is called declination. Declination can be as high as 23.5 degrees north, and it can go all the way down to 23.5 degrees south. So you take your reading and you add it to the declination or subtract it as the case may be, and that gives you this angle right here, which is your latitude. Now, does anybody have any questions right now? I'm going to go ahead and let him come back up a little bit.
Am I allowed to speak, Bob?
I can hear you, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second, Adam. I'm bringing you back up. Okay, Adam, do you have questions now?
Yeah, what would be very helpful is you've shown that differential and how you've explained the difference between the angle for the GP position of the star and the angle for the observers measuring the angle. I'm looking at your diagram.
Yes.
The star for the GP is in black.
Correct.
The star for the GP, the observer is in, sorry, the star for the observer is in red. This is.
I was just talking about the.
This-
I was just
this-
talking
this
about
is-
the
this-
effect of refraction
Well,
there.
maybe you could draw it on your board for us so that they're
Yeah.
in a equal position.
No, that's the light from the star. It's in parallel. See, all the light from the star comes in like that. We're getting that ray, and it's the ray that's
I know,
coming
but
to our
you-
position.
you-
It's not down here.
Let me explain. Where the observer is, yeah? Can you draw the straight line from the observer to the star, please?
Right there.
To the star.
That is to the star.
No,
The light from the
line
star
depends.
is coming in parallel.
The
The
line
star is
depends.
way out there.
They will draw it out because we're going to measure the angle to that.
The angle here is this ray right here to the geographic position is coming in is in parallel to this star right here,
So
or this light right here.
on your,
You see,
I know
that's
on your
misconception
whiteboard-
number one.
I know on your whiteboard you've represented what, half of the all Earth. I'm asking you in geometry to just represent how these angles work. What we've got at the moment is angles, whether they're straight lines going from your ball Earth. You keep pointing to straight.
No,
parallel
it's not a
lines.
ball Earth.
It's not what. Listen, Bob.
Not ball Earth.
God was good
Earth.
to you, wasn't he? He gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Yeah? Double up on the listening just for a second, please. Yeah?
Mhm.
I'm asking you in your diagram to put your star in and draw your 2 lines to demonstrate how your geometry works, please.
Right there.
No, that none of your lines of measurement go to that dot there that you've just put your finger to.
Well, that's
On your
problem
diagram,
number one that
will
you have.
Put your star in and to demonstrate your geometry, please.
I did.
No, you haven't.
The
You've
star
drawn- you can take your
is.
pen out. You've drawn
All right,
another
you see here,
line
let's draw this to
with like
scale.
4 thunderbolts coming in. Can you just put
All
your
right,
star
shall we
in
draw it to
and
scale
draw
then?
your
Would that
straight
help?
lines that underpins the geometry that you've just taught 15 minutes for.
That's the geometry right there,
That's
and that's
fine.
one of the major
If
problems
that's your
that you have. Would you
geometry,
like that to
So
scale?
you're standing by that.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you
That's
very
the
much, Bob.
that's the foundation
Thank
of
you very
celestial navigation.
Then God bless you, my friend. If that you think what you've just put up there is
No,
the
I don't think it.
geometry of what you're calculating, then you're standing by that, yeah?
Absolutely, that's the way it
Absolutely,
is.
there you go.
It's simply the way it is. Now, if you want this drawn to scale, and you want to see where the star is that's giving you these parallel light rays, on this scale, it would be 8,000 miles that way. So because it's 8,000 miles that way, all of the light is parallel. So this angle right here, or this light beam right here, is parallel to that one, and they both go back to the same star. I drew this out here to be convenient to you, but we'll go ahead and make it a little easier for you.
Let me clarify.
All of these arrows right here
Bob,
are pointing to the star.
you're saying for your diagram to make sense, it needs to be 8,000 miles wide.
No, not at all.
Huh?
It can be a point source of
8,000
light
miles long?
8,000 miles away, and they'll still all come in parallel.
I'm on about for your for you to be able to draw your diagram of reality to me, you need a
Just did.
whiteboard 8,000 miles square.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to rely on your ability to think in 3 dimensions.
3 dimensions. It's a
All right.
whiteboard, Bob.
Yeah.
It's 2.
So
I'm only asking for 2.
look at
not
what I'm
3.
drawing on the
I never asked for
whiteboard
3, Bob.
and listen to what
No,
I'm telling
no,
you.
You listen to me. You just said you rely with a cheap ad-hom for me to rely on my ability to think in 3. This is a 2D
Yes,
representation,
I am.
retard.
I absolutely am relying on you to be able to think in
you
3
know what?
dimensions. You
just
betcha.
slipped, didn't you?
And understand
And you're
scale.
stuttering, and you just realised that all of what you just presented to people, all the angles, all the pretty diagrams you just drawn, for you to show
Absolutely
it in reality,
correct.
needs an 8,000 mile square whiteboard.
Absolutely not.
You just said that. What do you mean, absolutely not?
What I said was that all the light comes in parallel, and if you wanted it to scale
I'd need
on
an
this scale, it would have to be some 8,000 miles away.
exactly.
So, do you have any other questions? This is your chance. Do you have any other questions?
This is my chance, is it? This is my
Yes.
moment. Is it? This is my moment with you, Bob.
Yep.
Special moment with me and you.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess nothing else. All right.
I do have
Bob,
another question.
Well, can I just
Go right
ask?
ahead.
The parallel light, is that just parallel to the
and
user?
index.
Oh, fucking hell.
Why are they
Index.
the same word?
I never said instrumental.
You rubbed it out and wrote index then. What's the difference then?
I wrote out
Reason
instrument.
That you rubbed one out and wrote that again.
Okay. I wrote instrument, not instrumental.
Okay.
I wrote
Instrument
instrument.
and index.
Yes. Yes. The index error is error due to the instrument.
Just the interest. All right. And this is where I said, so there's no operator error in there.
No.
No.
Your operator error is whether or not you get the right answer.
When you use a sextant, is there an operator?
All right. We're going to move on now, okay?
I bet you are.
No,
Timothy.
no. Now that I'm not screen recorded, I'm not gonna let. No, there has to be an operator correction for how high you are above the plane, right? You're saying
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying
the
that's
dip
not.
error. That's the dip correction. And you're not above any plane, you're above the surface. Say you're on the deck of a boat, you may be 40 feet off of the sea. And as a result of that, you're going to look down to the horizon and up to the star. The angle you're looking for is that angle right there. This is the dip correction right here. You clear on that? All right. Now,
Oh,
you also
you know.
seem to be
Bob,
making a
Bob,
tremendous amount.
Bob, quick question. Oh, don't rub it out. That was the question. I had.
Hey, on what kind of horizon we're looking at.
Bob,
You don't need to see the horizon
Bob,
to get a sextant reading.
He's put
Bob.
us all on mute.
Bob. We've got
No, you're not on
questions.
mute.
We've got questions.
You're not on mute at all.
Owen, just asking one question.
All right. So, as I said-
we need R to define how all his angles align to create his new GP on his ball? Because he's just
okay, so these two lines are parallel to each other,
it's a waste of time.
and they are
Hey,
tangent.
Dr.
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah, you're gonna need R,
Yes, sir.
Bob.
Dr. Bob, you're on mute. Hey, retard. Look here. I just muted your dumbass. You are having a discussion with Adam. You do not mute him, retard. Do you understand me? He has questions for you. Answer them like a fucking grown-up. Do you understand me? Take him off mute.
He's not on mute. He's not on mute. But if
Now.
you'd like me to stop now, I'm more than welcome to.
I want you to stop.
I don't have a
He
problem
has-
with that.
I want you to stop right here with your clusterfuck presentation, and I'm going to rip up here in a few minutes and let Adam ask his questions. Okay? Thanks.
It might be a Discord issue, though.
It's not. It's a fucking retard issue, and we're
It's not,
looking
I've
at
been
it.
put on mute.
Really?
Bob, can you hear me?
Because I
No,
could
'cause
hear
he's
you.
muted me.
constantly.
There's none of them. Answer. Bob,
What?
can you hear Adam?
Yeah.
Can you
Can you
please-
hear me, Bob? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please answer him?
Hello, Bob.
All right, Adam, what's your question related to this?
It's related to what you rubbed off. We yet to progress on to this point. You did a lovely demonstration, and I asked you to point out the triangulation point, and we accept that it would require a very big whiteboard.
What triangulation point?
Of your star.
There's no triangulation point to the star.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What?
No,
Are
what
you
triangulation
fucking
point are
high,
you
Bob?
talking about?
Are you
What
fucking
Where do you
high,
think there's a
Bob?
triangulation
Bob,
point here?
Bob, are
That's
you
my
fucking high?
point, you mong. Right, I
You
was about
dumbass,
to give you that
you
point.
dumbass. Hold on, Adam. You dumbass cracker, Bob. What is the purpose?
Now,
of the
Adam, where do you
fucking
think a triangulation point should be?
You fucking moron. What is the purpose of the sextant?
To measure this angle right here.
To triangulate your position, you dumb fuck. Oh my God. You need to be
Triangulate how?
institutionalized. You're a fucking
Triangulate
moron.
how?
You're a fucking moron.
Triangulate how?
You're a fucking moron.
Triangulate? How are you kidding
Oh
me?
my God.
Go
you
right
don't
ahead and
even
tell
know
me
what
where the
purpose of a
triangulation is,
sextant-
QE.
All right, you're fucking done. Shut the fuck up.
Tell me where the triangulation is, QE.
You fucking moron don't even know what the purpose of the sextant is, and you're giving a class to us on the fucking sextant. You're a fucking dumbass. My God.
Come on.
Come on.
Is this being recorded?
I've had it. I almost choked on my fucking pizza.
Oh, John, he's denying what he's pointing the sextant at to get past that point. It's pathetic.
I was just...
Yeah, right there is when I was like, okay, I wish I was recording up to that point, because that's the only part I needed. When he was like, well, the angle is here. And I'm like, the stars lay over there, bro. What are you talking about?
The sextant doesn't use triangulation. And besides, that's what he said.
Let me just
That
summarize
was a
the
good
bit
numpty
he was
clip,
about
though,
to-
John.
it was about to run away on, and that was about to get him on, which was, and why you wiped the board. Because to get that GP, the only way to get that GP, right, based on just an angle and creating a tangent point on a ball, yeah, is to know R. It's the only way. If you don't know R, then that tangent point that you create on the ball is useless, because you don't know the effects of cumulative curvature of the ball. Therefore, the angle could be anything. Yeah, it's useless without R. No one's measured R, so this is the nonsense that they pretend their maths and calculation is based on this back-worked calculation. The assumption, it's just, that's why he quit.
But it was a giant clusterfuck. He still insisted on applying terrestrial refraction. He actually said it, right? After everything else.
No.
That's what he said.
I was very careful there, Arwin, and I held him to that. So it's just refraction, not 7/6R.
Oh.
2 or 3 times I asked him that, and he confirmed it. No 7/6R when measuring the stars.
Wasn't that just for the initial process? Because I'm pretty sure he said that afterward he did kind of apply it.
That's when I held him on the sun, and he fundy muted me because I was pointing out that he just said there's no 7/6R, and I said to him, well, if you remove the atmosphere, your sun isn't where it says it is. So you assume 7/6R, and that's when he muted me, dude. From that point,
He didn't really even mute you. He just ignored you.
no, he muted me to himself. Yeah, he turned me right down so he couldn't hear me.
Right.
You could, but
yeah, that didn't make sense at all. Just like
double fundy mute.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh God, that was ridiculous.
Well, can anyone get him to send that? Is he going to still send that, or? Because I didn't
Eli,
record
you're
all
on
that.
good terms.
I
Good
don't
luck.
think he will object. I think he doesn't even understand why we're laughing about it. From what I
I want
heard.
that recording so bad.
Yeah, it did get kind of messy, didn't it?
It's just compound lie after compound lie. I accept this lie so I can move on. You know, terrible.
Yeah. But the whole
Hey,
thing was just a giant.
Hey, hold up a second. Observing humans. You little fucking weasel, you. Guess what?
Hmm?
You charged me with stolen valor. That fuckwit Bob did the same thing. Are you actually fucking gonna do that? You piece of shit. Piece of shit. Observing humans. Say goodbye. You're fucking.
What?
You low life, sore rat, piece of fucking shit. You're lucky I don't come find you.
Nah, you don't need to find him. You just need his IPS coordinates for the drone strike. That should do fine.
The militia has that covered.
Dude, they could just hack a drone quickly and make it do it.
Bob, fucktard. Dr. Bob started that shit. He's lucky I don't fucking come find him. Dr. Bob.
John, it was brilliant. If it is recorded, the simple fact that he just turned me down, and I'm not a rude man, but there are points where you shouldn't carry on if people have got clear objections to the
Thank you, David.
cockamamie horse shit you're speaking.
Oh, my bad. I'm hot micing, guys.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for you, Eli.
Fucking idiot didn't even know what the purpose of the sextant was. You heard me.
Oh. He wouldn't draw that star, would he? On his diet. Look at those angles he was drawing. Yeah. Look at what he was saying.
That was insane.
Draw the triangle on.
Now you're gonna be. Are you done now?
No, because here's the thing. Effective, if you're gonna get the angle to the star, it can't be everywhere.
There's the angle to the star right there.
It's everywhere.
Right there.
It don't matter.
You don't even know what the purpose of the sextant is, you fucking retard.
Well, I mean, you can laugh and you can call me names all you want, but that's the way it works.
You're busted. You're done.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess you're fine
You're
with
busted. Fucking. You're a fraud.
Okay.
You're a fraud.
Well, I guess there's nothing further for me to talk about if you guys are going to just scream over me.
What is the purpose of a sextant, Bob? Yeah, go on mute, you fucking abject retard.
I just wanted to let you get it out of your system. I thought maybe you'd feel a little better. Get it out of your system, John.
You're a retard.
Thanks.
Yeah.
John, get it out of your system. You'll feel better.
Or can you give us... Have you seen any fists appearing out of nothing recently, Bob?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
4 levels of protein structure. Have you figured out what those are? You fucking fraud.
Of course I know what those are, but I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about sextants today.
Dare your dumb
All
ass.
right, so I mean, John, do you want to hear about sextants, or do you want to sit down and just make yourself look foolish?
Shut the fuck up. Don't you fucking speak to me ever again, you piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. How dare you even talk to me?
The guy that just put in shame.
Get your fucking ass out of my fucking hangout. Get the fuck out of here.
Slow down, John. It'll give you indigestion, you know.
Yeah, you should have eaten first and then confronted.
He's making me so hungry.
I just need him to post that on like his YouTube channel or somewhere. I really hope he posts it.
Fuck did I have to go back? What the fuck did he answer when I asked him what the purpose of the sextant was?
You don't understand, or something like that. Is basically, isn't it?
Get it, man. You don't need triangulation for a sextant. Come on. I mean, what else do you need?
You just got to kind of believe that evolution meant that it's one of those like eclipse ratios and the size of the moon things that actually using a sextant with the stars, basically with 7/6R means you can take straight line measurements and it just equilibrates for the curvature of the Earth and exactly plots something where it is and would be. Just like actually in real life, when you take a measurement, plot it on a flat map, and it tells you where it is, just like that. If you believe it works on a ball, it works on a ball also.
Yeah, and then this fucking idiot, he goes, "Oh, I can defeat the argument, Allison Bob." He draws an arc on the board, and he goes, this is down, argument over. You fucking retard. You gotta be some kind of fucking retard.
I thought it was kind of genius in its simplicity, though.
Yeah, I bet. You're fucking retarded, Bob.
You done? You feel better, John?
That's the one. That's the one,
with?
John.
John,
that's,
hold on.
Ignore that.
Adam.
No, let John get it out. He needs to.
No, because I was going to ridicule you.
I've been busting his ass for a year now, so let him have his moment of glory.
You couldn't debunk or bust fucking baby Huey's ass, Bob. You're a fucking institutionalized retard.
All right, when you're done, let me know and I'll finish this if you want.
You're done. You don't know what the fucking purpose of the sextant was. We just compromised your dumb ass.
What is the purpose of a sextant, John?
Triangulation.
And where's that triangulation? Where is that triangulation, John?
Oh my God! You didn't even know.
No, you tell me where you think the triangulation is.
We got you on tape, Bob.
Where do you think the triangulation is, John?
Fucked. Up your sister's ass, Bob.
Oh, how nice! You know, my sister died.
Oh,
that really wasn't very nice of you, John.
Triangulation is between you holding the sextant,
I don't give a flying fuck,
and a star.
No, that's not between me holding the sextant and the horizon.
No, oh my God!
Did your sister die triangulating stars?
All right.
The fuck?
Seriously, your sister died triangulating stars?
No, she died. She died during a pregnancy. It was a court accident.
Why the hell, man, would you defame her memory and bring it up in a Discord like this? You piece of shit.
Well, because he basically said "fuck my sister," and I mentioned that the only sister I have died.
So, turd. You
shall we go
your
or not?
Memory like that, you scummer. You're a.
Do you want to go ahead and finish this, or do you just want to hurl insults?
Absolute human detritus. Aren't you? You brought your sister's memory up like that to attack QE with a cheap insult. You dead sister. What a
Adam, don't even talk to him. Forget it.
What a scumbag.
Yeah, we're done with him. Fuck off, Bob.
That's just an ad hom response, man.
That was his. No, the ad hom's fine,
sorry.
right? Call QE Owen a wanker all you like, yeah? But to bring up your dead sister, right? Her memory.
Hold up, Adam.
In a false memory. What a piece of filth.
Adam, hold up.
I'm sorry.
We got a problem. 1 second.
I got triggered.
We got a problem.
Yeah.
Where is Professor? Hey, Bev.
If you enjoyed the content, please support On the Level and future projects. Membership subscriptions available now, or come and get involved at Next Level Discord server. Thank you.